the standpoint of national security, and Denmark is not going to be able to do it.
We stick to what we had already said in this room about Greenland is an ally to the U.S.
Donald Trump's comments about Greenland in early January 2026 set off alarm bells across Europe, and within 48 hours, leaders from France, Germany, the United Kingdom, Italy, Spain, and Poland released coordinated statements that made it clear something serious was unfolding, and Denmark's leader publicly told Trump to stop, which revealed a diplomatic crisis. Washington did not expect, as Europe showed a united front willing to challenge American ambitions.
And is also covered by the NATO alliance. So we therefore completely stand by Greenland.
For det første så mener jeg, at man skal tage den amerikanske præsident alvorligt, når han siger, at han ønsker Grønland. Men jeg vil også gøre klart, at hvis USA vælger at angribe et andet NATO-land militært, så hører alting op.
The future of Greenland is for Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark, and for Greenland and the future of Denmark only. And Denmark is a very close ally of the UK, both in Europe and in NATO, and it's very important that we're clear about the principles applicable to it. Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark must determine the future of Greenland and nobody else.
Und zu Grönland kann ich nur sagen, Grönland ist genauso wie die Färöer Bestandteil des dänischen Königreiches, und da Dänemark der NATO angehört, wird auch Grönland prinzipiell von der NATO zu verteidigen sein. Und wenn es dort weitere Erfordernisse gibt, die Verteidigungsanstrengungen bezüglich Grönlands zu verstärken, dann werden wir das im Rahmen der Allianz miteinander zu besprechen haben.
Trump made remarks about annexing Greenland during his second term as President of the United States, citing Arctic security concerns and rising competition with Russia and China.
Greenland is necessary, not for us, it's necessary for international security. You have Russian boats all over the place, you have China boats all over the place, warships.
And he referenced Greenland's strategic location and natural resources as justification for potential U.S. control. While these comments followed similar statements from his first presidency, when he proposed purchasing Greenland from Denmark in 2019.
Greenland, I don't know, it got released somehow. It's just something we talked about. Denmark essentially owns it. We're very good allies with Denmark. We protect Denmark like we protect large portions of the world. So the concept came up, and I said certainly I'd be. Strategically, it's interesting.
Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen responded by publicly urging Trump to stop the threats, and she stated clearly that Greenland is not for sale while warning that any U.S. military action would undermine NATO. And Frederiksen emphasized that Greenland's future must be determined by its people and the Danish government, which marked one of the strongest public rebukes of a sitting president of the United States by a NATO ally in modern history. Leaders from France, Germany, the United Kingdom, Italy, Spain, and Poland issued joint statements affirming that Greenland belongs to its people, and according to El País, European foreign ministers coordinated their responses to present a unified position, while the statements emphasized principles of territorial integrity, sovereignty, and international law, and European leaders stressed that decisions about Greenland's future must be made by Greenlanders and Denmark alone. French President Emmanuel Macron stated that European Union members would not accept territorial changes imposed by external powers, and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz emphasized the importance of respecting Denmark's sovereignty over its autonomous territories, while British Prime Minister Keir Starmer reaffirmed the United Kingdom's commitment to international law and territorial integrity. The coordinated European response reflects widespread concern about Trump's strategic rationale, as officials noted that Arctic security should be pursued collectively through NATO and diplomatic channels rather than unilateral actions, and European foreign ministers discussed plans for responding if the United States pursued aggressive steps toward Greenland. Greenland is an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark, with a population of approximately 57,000 people, and the island spans over 836,000 square miles, while containing significant natural resources, including rare earth minerals, and Denmark has governed Greenland since 1721, with the territory gaining home rule in 1979 and expanded self-governance in 2009. The U.S. maintains Thule Air Base in northwest Greenland, under a 1951 agreement with Denmark, and the base hosts radar systems for tracking satellites and missile launches, while approximately 200 U.S. military personnel operate the facility year-round, and the base's strategic importance has increased as Arctic ice melts and Russian military presence in the region expands. European leaders highlighted NATO unity as essential to addressing Arctic security challenges, and they argued that Trump's unilateral approach contradicts alliance principles, requiring consultation and collective decision-making, while NATO's founding treaty includes provisions protecting member states' territorial integrity from external threats and internal disputes. According to Times of India, Greenland's Prime Minister Mute Borup Egede welcomed European solidarity and called for respectful dialogue with Washington, and Egede stated that Greenland's government appreciates international support for its autonomy, while emphasizing that any discussions about Greenland's future must include Greenlanders as primary stakeholders. The diplomatic crisis revealed growing tensions between American strategic interests and Europe's commitment to international norms, as European officials expressed concern that Trump's rhetoric undermines the rules-based international order, and they warned that accepting territorial changes through coercion would set dangerous precedents for global security. Poland's foreign minister stated that Europe learned from historical experiences with territorial aggression and emphasized that continental security depends on defending sovereignty principles regardless of which nation threatens them. While Spanish officials noted that respecting territorial integrity applies equally to NATO members and non-aligned states. European foreign ministers discussed coordinated response plans if Trump's administration takes concrete steps toward annexing Greenland, with options including diplomatic protests, economic measures, and reassessing military cooperation with the United States, while officials emphasized a preference for dialogue but indicated willingness to defend sovereignty principles through substantive actions. The unified European response demonstrated the limits of the transatlantic alliance when American and European interests diverge, as analysts noted that coordinated pushback from major NATO allies represents a significant shift in how Europe responds to U.S. unilateral actions, and traditional deference to American leadership has given way to assertive defense of European values and interests. Arctic competition has intensified as climate change opens new shipping routes and resource extraction opportunities, while Russia established multiple military bases along its Arctic coastline since 2014, and China declared itself a near-Arctic state while investing in polar research and shipping infrastructure, and these developments have increased Greenland's strategic importance for both the United States and Europe.